dang, you know, we covered one King of Creation last week. Let's cover another one this week. Let's see where they put Arthur Boyle. Oh my lord! Before we hop into Versus Battle Wiki's interpretation of Arthur Boyle from Fire Force, please do me a favor and leave your own interpretation of how their interpretation was in the comment section down below. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, make sure you hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Now, let's get into it. What's up, guys? I got the pencil here, and yeah, here we are to review Arthur Boyle from Fire Force, or as just I like to call him, Arthur, the King of Adala, or the Night King of Adala. And like, they did my man dirty. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, and here's the thing, I think Versus Battle Wiki, like, if a verse isn't too popular, it's not like kept up with unless like their anime is airing or something, or maybe something along those lines. But like, why is Arthur done so dirty here? Like, let's just hop right into it. One, I do think that's a fire picture of him, because, you know, Fire Force. No, but I'm kidding. But at least, yeah, this is a very weak page in general. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Arthur Boyle is the 3rd generation fire officer of Tokyo's 8th Special Fire Force Brigade. For how in-depth they go on other characters, other main characters, like, or at least around Arthur's status too, I feel like they should have put some more here. Like, maybe with the fact that he's nuts. Like, that you could have slid that in there a little bit, maybe as a rivalry with Shinra or something like that. I feel like that summary is a little bit lacking. 7C, higher with super fire. See, it says at least, so I guess they're like, they know that they don't know much about my guy, and thus they're willing to like say he's stronger than that. But 7C is such a low tier for him, as we'll get into. Yeah, gender male, 17, yeah, human firefighter, 3rd generation, yeah, all that makes sense. Superhuman physical characteristics, yep, basic expert hand-to-hand combatant. I guess. Has he ever really like thrown hands though? Like, Shinra's throwing hands all the time, but I feel like I can't remember off the top of the domer. Well, I mean, he probably spars with Shinra, so I guess they're getting it off of that. I've never really seen Arthur really throw hands. The man's a whole swordsman. Let's see, expert swordsmanship, yeah, that makes sense. Fire manipulation, yeah, that makes sense. Lightning manipulation, does that really count though? I feel like that doesn't really count. Like, is that a resistance? Is that a passive hacks or something like that? Because he neutralizes lightning. He, like, Hame controls lightning, or like electricity to a degree. So he can negate that with his plasma sword because it's too hot. But I'm not sure if that's manipulation. That comes in like the whole manipulation resistance thing. Like, that's a common thing in Versus Battle Wiki, where he'll just throw everything that's possibly resistance underneath abilities and call it manipulation. But I feel like that's a little bit misleading. Creation via his ignition ability. I feel like creation is like a, I mean, it's right. He creates a sword, so I suppose, yeah, you know, we'll let that slide. We won't even go into that. However, questions. Stealth mastery? I guess mastery. I suppose. Like, he was messing with Benimaru, but Benimaru smacked him. But Benimaru smacks everybody. Instinctive reaction by constantly valuing life and the possibility of attacking any time, they can be aware of situation evade despite being casual moments earlier. Okay, yeah, that's true. That's what Benimaru trained them for, to constantly be on guard. So that makes sense. Extrasensory perception can sense intent and presence. I kind of forgot they could do that. I'm not gonna lie, because it's such a rare thing. Usually in Fire Force, a lot of the fights come where two sides pull up to each other. There's not very much like getting the jump on people. It's always, oh, I'm about to square up with you. Oh, I'm about to square up with you too. So yeah, and presence sensing is never a thing that comes up that often, but it is there. Resistance to electricity manipulation. What lightning did Arthur manipulate? Am I missing something? Because they have the resistance here. Am I missing something? When did Arthur lightning manipulation? I'm trying to think, when did this transpire? I'm trying to wonder off the top of the domer. When did he manipulate lightning? Y'all can correct me on that. Like, leave the link to that, because I don't remember. I'm trying to think really hard. I literally just reread Fire Force. I literally had to reread Fire Force again to go look for Arthur's ability. I may have to redo. Ugh. I'm trying to think, when did my man manipulate some lightning? I've got to know though. But we'll let that slide. Resistance to electricity manipulation. Analytical prediction and telepathy. Snuck up and slash Yvonne. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so here's where I think like they just aren't keeping up with the manga, because there should be a whole tab for Adala Arthur. Like, big spoilers for anyone who happens to pull up now. But yeah, there should be a whole tab for Arthur, because he gets like way stronger. Like, legitimately way stronger, at least in terms of the manga, because he literally splits the planet. Like, do I gotta pull out the panel real quick? Like, y'all know which panel I'm talking about, where he does absolutely annihilate his whole panel. Yo, editing me, put that on the screen real quick. Y'all see this, right? Like that's a whole planet right there. And even I know like you can lowball it to like multi-continental and stuff like that. But still, even then, that's higher than town level. Like I feel like he should be above town level even before the manga. Like I feel like by season 2, he's definitely at least mountain level based off of like scaling the Shinra. And even then, it's kind of lowballing because you can like it's a reach. I'll admit you're stretching a little bit, but you could hypothetically scale him slightly to Nataku, who has the multi-continental moon feat that Charon reflected, and Shinra is able to damage Charon. Karen, is it Charon or Karen? I need to watch the anime just for that pronunciation because I do want to do a battle with him. But yeah, I feel like they're just drastically putting my boy down. Like in terms of his attack potency, he should be way higher than Town, especially with Super Fire. Especially with like the press of death he experienced towards the end of the series. I feel like he should definitely be way up higher. But once again, this may just be something that hasn't been touched in a while. Because I know Fire Force, while popular, isn't necessarily the most popular verse out there. So maybe it's not having constant discussions on it. But I feel like someone should be able to boost my boy Arthur up. Like he's definitely stronger than this. And at least relativistic, can keep up with Shinra. The weird thing about Fire Force is that they put such an emphasis on light speed, but I believe that's more so in travel speed in combination, because you can get them to like FCL to massively faster than FTL. Wow. But you can get them to massively FTL too by going with like scaling. It depends on how you want to scale certain characters. So like if you want to scale Shinra to massively FTL, you go with the fact that with the Adala amp, which you can experience at any time, now in like the current manga point, he was able to absolutely perception blitz someone like Ogun. Whoa. Why am I? Yeah, he was essentially able to absolutely body blitz that dude perception wise, and Ogun's comparable to Shinra in base, if not slightly a bit stronger. And of course, being able to perception blitz somebody, it goes up a lot higher than just basic light speed. So to say relativistic, but I get why they say that. If you're going simply, see, that's always the weird thing with scaling, right? Because if you go with what the series tells you a lot on a basic level, and you don't like try to extrapolate anything from it, relativistic makes sense. Because, light speed is apparently the limit. You can't go fast in light speed. At least that's what the series tells you. Except for when Shinra does it, he goes through time. But I would have to say that technically, off pure technicality, you can, but only in combat speed rather than travel speed. And Arthur should most certainly scale to that, considering he scales too, if not around above, by the press of death point, end of life kind of Arthur. I feel like he should definitely scale even above, like, that Shinra who blitzed Ogun. I don't know. That's just me. I feel like both his attack potency and speed are missing. And to be fair, he's missing a lot of powers and abilities too. The man can teleport. He has super high in-depth precision. Like he literally shot through someone's head and attacked only a bug with their brain. Like literally a gamma knife, as Vulcan called it. To get rid of Giovanni, who couldn't dodge it once again, but they have the analytical prediction and telepathy. So I'm feeling like they're just lacking. So teleportation should be on here. I feel like minor reality warping should also be an ability he has, because he also should have like, what would you call it though? Like superhuman, because when he equipped the star ring, he didn't need to breathe anymore. Like he was in the dead cold vacuum of space and he was perfectly fine. The main thing that was messing him up was the fight with Dragon. So I feel like he should have like superhuman resistance. In fact, you could literally have like 3 more keys here, I'm pretty sure, because you could have this regular base Arthur. You could have old Excalibur, new Excalibur, because he does get an amp with new Excalibur. Then he gets a second amp with new Excalibur. Well, he gets a second amp with new Excalibur, and then he has another amp on top of that when he experiences Adala for the first time. Then he has the Press of Death state where he's like 3 times stronger. So I feel like there should be like a couple keys here. The fact that they only have the one just shows that Versatile Wiki's a little bit lacking on this one. So yeah, honestly, I feel like his range should be way higher too, as far as his feet can reach. His fire use. Yeah, no, his range should be way high. He literally split the planet. Like, my man was a menace. Usually in fire, yeah, high-tech sword handle. Yeah, I mean, the rest of this is fine. He can only be an expert with his sword if he uses it with his right hand. He can only create plasma because of the special technology in his sword handle. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that makes sense. But even still, I don't know. 3rd generation we see the raise the temperature of flames creates stirring from propagating the force amount of plasma. Using this plasma sword can schedule objects with great easy same effects of plasma cutting. So use scalpel with right hand is used in all ability using sword effectively so original the ability to find and run off hands flames. I didn't know it was Albert easily cutting through metal generating electricity. Oh, that's right. Never mind. I remember when he produced electricity. But was that him or was that the thing? because I remember he stuck Excalibur into the top of the matchbox, and then like that produced an EM. Yeah, I guess that technically is electricity. The plasma became electricity. So there you go. I remember now. I guess that's the lightning manipulation or the electricity manipulation. If there's another case that I'm just forgetting, don't be afraid to tell me. Yeah, well, he also resisted a terrible physical rush, like sending an opponent bigger than his size, flying with a single punch. Yeah, but he also like split the planet. But here's the thing: I won't get mad at verse about Wiki for this because it just seems they're behind in general. I'm not gonna lie, because they still have the verse peaked at multi-continental, and I don't even think they have Dragon. Hold on, let me see. Do they even have my boy Dragon? I don't think they have Dragon, Fairy, or anybody here. So yeah, let me see. Bada bing, bada boom, gotta zoom down the room. Gotta bing, bada boom, gotta zoom down the room. Gotta bing, bada boom, gotta zoom down the room. Zoom, 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 zoom. Bada bing, bada boom, gotta zoom down the room. Gotta bing, bada boom, gotta zoom down the room. Yeah, they only have the white clad as these three. If they would ever load. So yeah, I could definitely see why. This is a very weak one. Yeah, they stopped. They stopped, I'm pretty sure where the anime stopped. This isn't anywhere near the manga. I don't even think they mention it. Yeah, let me check Shinra real quick. I won't go into depth on Shinra here, but yep, 7C, 7A with a dollar burst, mountain level. Yeah, wow. So yeah, this one's outdated. I'm not gonna get mad at this one. This is just like no one's touched the site in a while. Unlike some other verses like Dragon Ball or some Deadly Sins or stuff like that, which is constantly being debated on, updated, stuff like that, Naruto, all that. Then I know things can get a bit chaotic there, but outside of that, I can see why everything seems a bit weak, a bit low tier, a little bit fodder. But still, it's not too bad. Just update it. I'm not even gonna say like they're necessarily. Once again, I'm used to verse about Wiki lowballing things, so I'm not shocked that they put them at town level, even though I do think that's a way off. But whatever, neither here nor there. So there we go. Those are my thoughts on it. If I'd say what to do to like fix this profile, just myself, add a few more keys. One, read the manga, of course, but then add a few more keys. I'd say put Arthur, like if you want to like, if we're going with versus battle Wiki lowball, put him at small planetary for splitting the Earth, and then put him at like the probably massively FTL feats, considering he's stronger than Dragon and like got an amp by $1 to insane degrees. So probably put him at massively FTL. Give him the rest of his abilities like the teleportation, the extreme precision, the superhuman. I'm still not even sure what they would call that. Survivability, like survivability in space. I'm not sure what versus about Wiki would call that, but you got to give him the rest of his abilities. Amp him up. He definitely is higher than town level. Amp him up in terms of his speed. He's definitely faster than that. Striking strength, all of that. Stamina. Yeah, he should definitely be way higher than that. He literally fought while missing half his body. Dude's a menace. Update his range. Update everything, kind of. Like, the only thing that can stay the same is probably these two. Those are the only two that can stay the same. The rest, you gotta give him some more. You gotta give him some more. He's the Violet Flash. Come on now. Let's give him some hype. But that's it. What do you guys think? I think this is like, it's not good, but it's not the worst, because at least this one hasn't been updated in a while, or at least it seems like it has been updated in a while. But those are my thoughts. Please tell me yours in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with a Pencil, writing off.